Today, we will go through the story of a devotee of the Lord who considered Bhagavan himself as his best friend, dearest friend, darling friend. Who is that? It is Krishna and Sudama. Okay, so we will go through the story of Krishna and Sudama. Where did they both meet? They met in Sandipani ashram, their Gurukula, in their school. So Krishna went from Mathura to study under Guru Sandipani. Many students came from different places. Sudama also came from his village. Now Krishna is from a rich family, royal family, king's family. So different children come from different background. But all of them, Krishna made friends with. Krishna is very sweet. He's very loving. He's very affectionate, kind. So he made friends with everybody. Sudama comes from a very poor background. So still they became the best of friends. They stayed in the Gurukula for a long time, number of years. So as they grew up, they slowly grew up over there. Their friendship also became more stronger and stronger. Whose friendship? Krishna's and Sudama's friendship became stronger and stronger. After having finished their education, all the children went home. So Krishna went back to Mathura and Sudama also went back to his village. And when they were leaving, they promised each other that they will never forget each other. They always remember the lovely, wonderful time they had together. So they both went back. So Krishna afterwards, he built the city of Dwaraka for himself, and he became the king of Dwaraka. He married Princess Rukmini, then Satyabhama, then Jambavat. So he was staying over there, ruling over his kingdom. Sudama also on the other side in his village, married. He had small little children and settled down over there. Now I already told you he comes from a very poor background. So he was staying in a small little hut. Very poor, they didn't have anything at all. He was very learned, but still, very hardly anybody came to learn from him. If somebody comes to learn from him, only then they will give some fees, right? Something to him. So poor, he had to go and beg for food. Sometimes he'd get food, sometimes he wouldn't get food. He didn't have good clothes to wear, all tattered, torn clothes he was wearing, his wife was wearing, children also were like that. So it was a very sad state of affairs. Not at all good. Sometimes they had to go hungry the full day, no food at all. So whenever the children and his wife were sad, because hunger is there, he would try to cheer them up. How would he try to cheer them up? He would collect them all together, make them sit around him and tell stories of his childhood days. And the best part of his childhood is the time that he spent in Gurukula with Krishna. So he used to tell them about Krishna, tell them how Krishna interacted with him, what all they did over there, and bring a smile to their faces. So they'd sit and listen to it. Then one day his wife said, see, you are saying that Krishna was your greatest friend. Now he has become the king of Dwaraka. Why don't you go and meet him? Why don't you ask for some help? I'm sure he will help you. Because you just now said he is very kind, he is very loving, he is very helpful, very generous. So won't your friend help you? So why don't you go to Dwaraka and ask for some help? At least when he sees you in this sad state, looking at your torn clothes, at least he may give something to you. Why don't you go? He said, no, I'm not going to go and ask anybody. He was happy the way he was. Always devoted to the Lord, praying to him, chanting his stotra. He never complained, he never cribbed, he never grumbled. He was happy the way he was. So I just want to remember God, that's all. If God wants to give, He'll give to us. Whenever He wills, He will give it to us. He will give whatever we need in our life. This was his answer. Many times his wife told him, why don't you go to Dwaraka? Why don't you go to Dwaraka? He would say no. Finally one day, because of her pressure, so much she pressurized him to go and meet Krishna. He said, oh, okay, I will go. not to ask for anything. He had already made up his mind. I will go and meet Krishna, but I'm not going to ask him anything. But he didn't tell that loudly. At least I can go and see my friend. So many years. At least let me go and see Krishna. So he decided one day to go to Dwaraka and meet Krishna. So everybody was happy, thinking he will go there and bring something back. So then he told his wife, see, I am going to meet Krishna after a long time. I can't go empty-handed like this. I can't go empty-handed. Can I? No. Give me something to take as a present, as a gift to Krishna. What will she give? They don't have anything in the house. So she went to the neighbor's house, 2-3 neighbors' house, and asked them for some rice flakes. It's called rice flakes. It's called beaten rice. Avalakki we say poha. And she didn't go to many houses and collect. She collected how much? She collected 4 handfuls. That's all she collected. See, 4 handfuls. How much will come? This much will come. So 4 handfuls of beaten rice she collected, tied it up in a small cloth. That also was all torn. Slowly, carefully, she nicely folded it and then put the beaten rice in it, tied it up into a bundle and gave it to Sudama and said, this you can take for Krishna. He was very happy. So he carried that bundle of beaten rice and started his journey. No train, no bus, no flight. Walking is going. Tiring it is. All in his mind, I am going to meet Krishna. When will I meet Krishna? When will I meet Krishna? And also suddenly he's worried also. Now he is the king. Will they let me inside? Will Krishna remember me? It's so many years. Will he remember my face? Will he recognize me? And say, hey friend, you have come so nice. Let's sit together and talk. So all that was going on in his mind as he was going towards Dwaraka. He came to Dwaraka finally, he reached. Beautiful city. In Bhagavad Puran, Dwaraka is also so beautifully described. Krishna's city, no? So beautiful city. If the city itself is so beautiful and the people there are all prosperous, they're all rich and happy. Everybody is very, very happy because Krishna is ruling. So you see, if Dwaraka is so beautiful, if the people in Dwaraka are so beautiful, what to talk about Krishna's palace? And those living in the palace must be even more beautiful. So slowly he went up to the palace. Palace gates are there, security people are there. Will they allow him inside? No, they won't allow him. He's looking like a beggar over there. They stopped him. Who are you? I am Sudama. That's your name. But why do you want to go inside? No, I want to meet Krishna. They started laughing. They started making fun of him. You want to meet Krishna the king? Do you have a recommendation letter? Appointment letter? No, he doesn't have anything. He has just come. Why do you want to meet Krishna? He is my friend. They started laughing even more. Krishna is your friend. Our Dwarakadesh, king of Dwaraka. How can he be your friend? Look at you. All torn clothes. Poor. Nothing with you. How can you be our king's friend? This is what they started talking among themselves. He was feeling little sad. What to do now? I'm sure they won't allow me inside. Should I take a turn and go back? But he doesn't want to go without meeting his friend Krishna. Now Krishna is inside the palace. He was sitting with Rukmini, his wife, and both of them were talking. Krishna knows everything. Nothing can be kept a secret from him, from God. He knows Sudama has come all the way from the village, wanting to meet me. And there at the gate, he is having trouble, difficult. So what did Krishna do? Immediately he got up and he started running quickly, because Sudama may turn and go away, no? So immediately he rushed. Everybody is wondering, why is Krishna getting up and rushing? Where is he going? Where is he going? He rushed outside. And then when he came outside, he said, Sudama, Sudama. Sudama heard a beautiful voice calling out his name. In Dwaraka, who knows him? Nobody knows him. It must be Krishna. He turned around and there he saw Krishna in front of him. Krishna also saw Sudama in front of him. They are meeting after years and years and years. One is all in tattered clothes, right? Torn clothes, looking dirty because long journey. And one is all with riches. crown, beautiful golden ornaments, silken pitambar, everything royal Krishna is. Can you imagine the contrast? Both of them had tears in their eyes. Why? Dearest friends they are. Friendship. Both of them had tears in their eyes. Because they are remembering the nice time they had earlier. And what did Krishna do? He just went forward and hugged Sudama. Sudama was overwhelmed. Look at me, how I am, in Tata, nobody will even think of coming near to me. And Krishna is coming and hugging me, Roy. Beautiful, he is so well dressed, ornamented. Krishna gave him a nice hug and took him by his hand and led him into the palace. He took him inside and made him sit on his beautiful throne. Where Krishna sits, asan, there he made him sit down. And then he told Rukmini, bring water. We have to wash his feet. Why? He's come all the way walking. The earlier days, that was a tradition. Whenever anybody comes from distance, either we give them water to wash their feet and come inside, or if they are elders, respectful people, we ourselves wash their feet. For Krishna, it is a guest. Did Sudama take appointment and come? No. He came without any appointment. So, Titi means date. Atiti means without any date. So, one who comes without appointment, without date is Atiti. Such a person should be considered as God himself who has come to our house. So, Sudama has come to Krishna's palace without any appointment. He is an Atiti. He is a Brahmana. Brahmana means well-learned, well-educated. This is a small message for all of us. How we should treat good people, virtuous people, noble people, cultured and educated people. And a guest who comes. How they should be received and honored. Krishna did everything. He is the king. He could have asked somebody else, go and please wash his feet, give some water, let him wash his feet. No. He made Sudama sit over there and then asked Rukmini to bring a pot of water, golden pot. She brought water, she poured the water, and Krishna himself washed Sudama's feet. Gave him water to drink. He is tired. And then afterwards Rukmini went over there behind him and started fanning him. It's hot. So cool breeze. So she took the fan in her hand and started waving it. Then afterwards Krishna and Sudama started talking with each other. They said, how are you, my friend? What are you doing now? Krishna asked everything. And he told him what all happened. I got married, I got settled down, I got little children. But no time he told Krishna how poor he was. He said, I remember you every day. Krishna said, I also remember you always. We were the best of friends, no? And one incident, remember, and Rukmini is there. The other queens also have come. All of them are standing over there and listening to the dialogue between Krishna and Sudama. And then Krishna said, Sudama, remember one incident that happened? When we were in the Gurukula studying in Santipani's ashram, remember? Our Guru's wife asked us both to go to the forest and bring firewood. See, children in those days were also made to do little work, so that they know the value of doing work. So you remember, she asked us to go to the forest and bring firewood, and we both went. Krishna never said, I am from royal family, I won't go, send somebody else with Sudama. He can go because he is from a poor family. No, both of them went. And when they went into the forest over there to collect wood, it started raining. Storm was there, wind was blowing, and then rain, it started pouring. They could not come out. The rainwater started coming up. They got caught over there. They thought, let the rain stop and then we will go out slowly. It didn't. The rain did not stop, and finally they got caught in the forest. It became dark. Once it became dark, you will not know the way out. So therefore they stayed whole night, shivering, wet they are both. They spent the whole night in the forest. Maybe they climbed onto a tree and sat on a branch, because wild animals will come, no? They both. And the whole night they spent talking with each other. They are young children. And in the morning, Sandipani saw that these two children were missing. Krishna and Sudama, where are they? His wife said, I had sent both of them yesterday to bring firewood. They have not yet come. Why it was raining? The Guru was very anxious. He went searching for Krishna and Sudama. So he went, found the two children. This little incident, Krishna is now recollecting and telling Sudama, remember Sudama, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened. So he came searching, and then finally he started calling out, Krishna, where are you? Sudama, where are you? And they answered back. Finally, Sandipani met Krishna and Sudama and brought them back. And he was so happy with both of them. You both listened to the teacher says anything, we students must listen to the teacher. Teacher's wife told them go and bring firewood, they both went and they got caught. So their commitment was so beautiful, no? Therefore, what did Sandipani do? Sandipani blessed them. He was so happy, he blessed them. He said, whatever I have taught you, all the knowledge, may it never go away from you. We need such blessings, no? Whatever knowledge I have given out till now to you, may it never go away from you. For us it goes away. Yesterday what we studied, today gone. And also it will help you. May that knowledge always help you in your life in future. What a blessing the teacher has given. Anyway, he brought them all back. So Krishna is now remembering this beautiful incident and sharing it with whom? With Sudama. Finally, he said, come and eat. Big golden plate. So many items. He has never seen those items in his life. He ate. He did think about his wife and his little children at home there, far in the village, starving. But he didn't ask Krishna anything. Krishna knows. Krishna is also testing him. So anyway, he ate. Krishna said, stay today, over here. One day stay. He said, okay. And what did Krishna do? Krishna made him sleep on his beautiful silken bed, cot, beautiful cot, silken mattress, beautiful it is. So he made him sleep over there. He took the fan and started fanning him, pressed his feet because he is tired. Feet must be paining. Krishna is pressing Sudama. Sudama didn't want to allow him. Krishna won't leave, no? He said, no, you sleep. So he pressed his feet, made him sleep. And then the next morning, got up. Then Sudama said, Krishna, it is so nice meeting you. Now let me go back to my village. I would like to go back to my village. Krishna said, that's all right, you can go. You didn't bring anything for me. You forgot to bring something for me. You didn't bring anything for me. He has got that little bundle of avalakki, flattened rice. How will he give it to Krishna? Just the previous day he ate so much. He saw all the items over there. Too much. Can't even eat everything. How can he give that little bit of flattened rice to Krishna? He was feeling very shy. He was feeling shameful. Shame. I can't give it. What will Krishna think? What will the wives of Krishna think? They may all laugh at me for bringing this. Will Krishna take it? So he hidden it. Krishna knows. He said, you didn't bring anything. You didn't bring anything. He simply sitting over there without saying yes or no. Krishna saw the bundle. He was hiding it. Krishna snatched the bundle. Came forward, snatched it. Snatched that little bundle, cloth bundle, and opened it. When he opened it, what did he see? He saw flattened rice over there. Avalakki, poha. Krishna's favorite. That is why on Krishna Jayanti day, we make this for Naivedya, for God, for Krishna, because he is supposed to like this. He said, you brought flattened rice for me. This is what I like very much. And then what did Krishna do? He took one full handful of that flattened rice and put it into his mouth. It's a very, very tasty. Thank you for bringing it, Sudama. Thank you. And then he took one more handful and was about to put it into his mouth when Rukmini came and caught him. Caught hold of Krishna's hand and said, no, Bhagavan. One handful is enough. one handful of avalaki, poha, is enough for you to bless him and give him whatever he wants, means riches, well, for 7 lives or 10 lives. One more, then I will have to leave you and go and stay in his house. Why? Rukmini is goddess of wealth, no, Lakshmi she is. So second mouthful if you eat, I may have to go and permanently stay with Sudama in his house. We will all share it amongst ourselves. And what did she do? She took away the other remaining flattened rice and they all shared it among themselves, all the queens. Anyway, Sudama was happy. Krishna accepted my little gift. Humble, simple gift. He was very happy. He said, okay, Krishna, can I go now? I will leave now. Take leave of you. He said, okay. So both of them said nice parting words, and then slowly Sudama started back going to his village. Krishna is smiling over there. He is going. He is looking back and seeing Krishna and slowly moving forward. Then slowly he started coming back to his village. As he is approaching his village, he is suddenly thinking, what will I tell my wife? What will I tell my children? He is coming back empty-handed. At least he went with one bundle of flattened rice. Now he is coming back empty-handed. What will he tell them all? But he said, I have seen Krishna, that's it. I am more than happy. Slowly he started coming back, entered the village, entered his road. And then he said, his house, he knows his hut, know where it is. He came over there. Suddenly he didn't find his hut over there. In the place of the hut, he saw one 7-storied complex palace. He said, I think I've gotten into the wrong lane. You know, sometimes instead of entering first main, we enter into second main. Or fourth cross, we enter into fifth cross. So wrong. I must have come to the wrong road. This is somebody else's house. Because there's a beautiful palace over there. And he knows his hut. So he was about to turn back and go when he heard somebody calling out to him. It was his wife's voice. He can recognize his wife's voice now. So he immediately turned. He saw his wife standing over there, not in tattered torn clothes. She was looking like Rukmini herself. Queen. How queen was? Krishna's wife was all well dressed, silken clothes, beautiful ornaments she is wearing. And there are some servants also running around behind her. He said, what is all this happened? Magic, no? Something suddenly has changed everything. He said, what happened? She said, I also don't know what happened. Last night I went to sleep in my hut with all my children. Children also came out. All of them are well dressed. They're all wearing beautiful, beautiful clothes. He said, what happened? She said, I do not know. All of us went to sleep in the hut with tattered clothes. Next morning when we woke up, our hut was not there. It has disappeared. In its place, I found this palace. We were sleeping inside the palace. And all our tattered clothes, everything gone. Beautiful clothes. Food plenty now. He knew. Sudama knew who had done all this. Whose grace it was, whose blessing it was, whose blessing and grace is it? Krishna. He knew it is all because of Krishna only that all this happened. He told his wife, see, this is all Krishna's grace and blessings. I never asked, did he ask for anything? No. I never asked anything. She took him to the house, inside the house by the way. He said, I never asked him anything. I didn't want to. I was so happy just seeing God over there. Not only friend, Krishna is God also, no? So God, in the form of a friend he took. He treated Krishna as a friend, treated God as a friend. I never asked him anything. All that I did was I gave him one handful of beaten rice. That one handful of beaten rice has become so much. Has become all these riches, all this wealth. He was crying, not tears of sadness. These were all tears of joy. He was so happy. He folded his hand and prayed to Krishna and said, so much of wealth you have given me. Now so much of comfort you have given to me. But still Krishna, I should not forget you. No, sometimes when we are very happy, we forget God. When we are sad also, we forget God sometimes, right? We say when we are sad, we will think of God. Even then we don't think of Him. When we are joyful, of course we never think of God. So he said, so much of riches has come, so much of wealth has come, so much of now comfort will be there, food will be there, everything will be there. Chances are we will forget God. So he said, chances are I may forget God. I may forget Krishna. So he prayed to him and said, hey Krishna, you have given me so much now. But one thing I want from you. He prayed very hard. Earnestly he prayed. And what is it? May I never forget you. And may you never forget me. Krishna heard his prayers. God hears our prayers now. So this is a very beautiful story of two friends. Krishna, God, it is God and devotee actually. But both of them were like friends. And also it shows little bit whatever we have, if we offer to God, not that I am giving it to you God, you must make it double and give it back to me. I will give you one chocolate. I will keep on birthday, I will keep one chocolate in front of you as a naivedya. You must double it, triple it, make the chocolate 10 and give it back to me. Not like that. Whatever we have, little, if we give to him with love, true love, called devotion. If we give, God will multiply it so many times and give it back to us. But when we are giving, we should not give with expectation. Condition, no. Just give it to him. We don't even know whether he will give it back to us or not. But I am giving it to you with so much of love. Lord will surely multiply it and give it back to us. So this is the story of Krishna and Sudama.